Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Oakland Raiders and themselves. Now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college. But Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Carr, letting one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. They get 39 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Walford's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
We ready? Red 18. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And the Oakland Raiders offense heading onto the field. And you talk about their quarterback spot. Derek Carr, he's had some struggles in the preseason, hasn't he?
He has had those, but I don't expect there to be a quick hook or anything of that nature. He's expected to be their starting quarterback for a long time. But behind him, they've gotten a good look at Connor Cook, who was their fourth-round selection. And I talked with someone from the Raiders front office. They think he can be an absolute steal. Wouldn't be surprised if he moved to number 2 ahead of Matt McGloin when the season begins.
He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Not only was it a double move route, it was the dreaded post corner for any defensive back, because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play. On first down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Reggie Nelson is a safety who prides himself on being a ball hawk, but at times will guess and sometimes give up the big play.
To throw, it's Carr. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Carr now to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Carr to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, these two have formed a pretty good partnership. Cooper in his 2nd year, Carr in his 3rd. But what makes a duo great can also be their downfall when you go to the well too often. And this ball is one that Derek wishes he could have back.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Finding time. Completes it to Marcel Reese. And a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And what a grab. That's one, Charles, that kind of leaves you and I speechless up here in the booth.
We used to think we'd see these types of catches once a season. Now I feel like we're seeing them once a game.
Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down. On 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, boy, he had an excellent game in Week 2 of the preseason. It was a nightmare for the Packers O-line to try to stop Khalil Mack.
And I think that's what the league feels in total. Anytime you play against Oakland and Khalil Mack, you're going to have a nightmare trying to block him, and that should open things up for other guys like Bruce Irvin, who came over in free agency. But bottom line is, Khalil Mack is a wrecking force on every snap he's on the field.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And Carr's going to keep it himself. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now this time, Carl throw. Looking, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jihad Ward able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On play action, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad neck to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Carr. Surveying the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Slot man moves right. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 71 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On second down, here's Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Throwing his Carr on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They come up in an offset eye. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Zebra.
Now they send a man in motion right. Second and goal to go now. Again, it's Murray. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Defense likely bringing pressure here. Third and goal from the 2. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And there's a flag on the field. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incompletion there, but looking at the pass game across the board in the NFL, Charles, week 2 of the preseason, they experimented with a second back judge, 8 officials. What did you think?
Yeah, I like what you pointed out there. Game 2, all games, the experiment happened. The extra official, the 8th guy. He will affect the passing game, but he'll also affect the running game because he'll watch inside to see for illegal blocks and holding. Just think about it this way, though. If they're trying it out here in the preseason, look for it to become a permanent deal in the NFL starting in 2017.
Bruce Irvin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Carr over the middle, Cooper with it. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Steps away. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They'll get 19 yards there, and that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to in coverage.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. The final shot here before nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Carr to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Raiders add on to their lead. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Touchdown, Raiders! And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Carr going to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jihad Ward in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run out?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now is Carr, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Murray. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now here is another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Play clock winding down. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They go back to Murray on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, a 23-yard run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's up and good. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is incomplete. Okay, Charles, while we got a second here, we're creeping up on the end of August. That means fantasy drafts are coming up. I've got my family draft this weekend. I know my father, Bob, could use some help. Who do you like? Who you taking?
Well, what's interesting to me is how Ezekiel Elliott from Dallas has gotten so much attention leading up to this. But with the preseason where he hasn't played much, I want to see if his value goes down a little bit. But I will tell you this, my sleeper at wide receiver, Michael Thomas, a rookie with the New Orleans Saints.
Think he's got big upside this year?
I think he's got big upside. Drew Brees is throwing the ball. Sean Payton's calling the plays. I'd take a good, strong look at him.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The tight end changing his position. Now Carr with a give to Murray. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 26 yards on the play there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball? Meaning a 50-50. The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And now following that play, we've got a man down defensively, one of the members of the secondary. And we'll just hope he's all right to continue. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to sack him for a loss of 6. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from him?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. It's a pickup of 33 yards. Good enough for an Oakland 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr going to throw. Can't find anyone open. Connects it to Roberts, right side. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Carr, and this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your team.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jihad Ward bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Carr going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr, he's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Carr now to throw. Crabtree with it over the middle. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run here. It's Murray. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Carr going to throw here. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.